Collectivism is the most important ism. Ancestors invoking me, frequency changing, and I feel them telling me to look through mind's eye and speak the truth. Bind back what was broken, close up every space that was open. Be universe and behold the manifestation of what's spoken. Universe go ahead, God head, gorilla on one accord, sword, be the division killer. Be the division killer. It's the dead honest truth. Be the dead honest truth. The dead honest truth. Gotta develop emendation and discern what's for you.
Peace, peace, love, and light. This is Shaw.
And this is Cam.
And this is the dead honest truth. We coming to y'all today talking about the divide. We trying to bring focus to the divides, and we trying to remove the divides and the factors of bringing us to one accord. More so, pushing the question is, why are we divided? Fact. Everywhere we look, we see division instead of unity. Fact. And we started this with religion because the churches, we feel, have started to divide more than anything. And we're going to kind of freestyle through this. Ain't no telling what we might say, where we might come from, but we coming with facts, you know? Facts. You can fact check us. You can do what you want. You can respond. You can comment. You can do what as you feel. We will get back with you.
We will get back with you. We will get back with you. We value your inputs. We want to know what y'all think. But you will see by the end of this episode that everything revolves back around to one source. Religion. When you look in our communities, the churches should be one of the strongest focal points and foundations we got as a people, you know. And there shouldn't be no church across the street from each other if y'all on the same beliefs. But
the division is too apparent. That's why we having this conversation now. We want y'all to understand that there's no reason for you to be preaching the same thing but still divided based on you being this type of Christian or a Catholic or a Buddhist. We're going all across the world with this.
We're going all across the world with it.
We're going to show y'all all the similarities between anything.
And with emendation, we are touching back on what was given to us. We finna revise it, and we finna bring out the factors, and it's up to y'all to discern the truth. That's what dead, honest truth is based about. Emendation and discernment.
Exactly. Our intentions are not to enforce nothing on no one. We're only going to speak our own opinions, and we're going to bring our own facts. We're going to let people develop a different outlook on things instead of the normal podcast. And we are, by far, we won't be the normal podcast. It's just the beginning.
Yes, sir.
We talk, as we speaking now, best believe it's going to get more real. But we want people to understand we're going to be ourselves in this. We ain't going to hide who we are. We're going to do what we do. We're going to talk how we talk.
Facts.
We're going to cuss. You're going to hear words you might not agree with.
Facts.
That's fine, but this is how we talk.
That's how we talk.
You know, this is our lingo. This is how we talk. If y'all don't like it, that's fine too. But stay tuned for the jewels that's coming. We got some diamonds in the rough that ain't been found yet.
Ain't even been found or polished. You know what I'm saying? They untouched. But when you find these jewels, you better keep them when we drop them. You know what I'm saying? Let them go with you and pass them on through generation after generation. Because that's what it's about. And when you look at division is one of the most successful forms of art of war the enemy uses to keep us from moving on one accord.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that was birth. Religion really mean, you know, to bind together.
Exactly.
The very thing that make religion what it is are simply the foundations of belief, the awareness of spiritual self, and perhaps the conscious construct of world views that relate to humanity, morality, principles, and spirituality.
Facts. Dead honest truth, right? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get it started. I'm gonna start all the way across the globe with my opinion, right? Based on what you just heard Shaw say.
Mm-hmm.
the Hindus, the Buddhists. We're gonna start over there because these religions been around longer than most religions we will talk about.
Facts.
So why not start at the ones that been around longer?
Facts.
A point I always make to people, right? We live in America, and that's fine. We're gonna try to separate these lines as we talk. But listen, what's the point of 350 million people trying to tell 2 billion people across the globe that they wrong, and they've been doing it longer?
Man.
When we divide it for no, that's the point. A simple point of divide, a good starting point, right?
And it could all go back to a disagreement of theological validation. Everybody wants their religion to be valid over the other. Yeah, I mean, a Kemetic mad at a Hebrew mad at a Muslim, a Christian mad at a Jehovah's Witness, all because of the division of theological validations.
Exactly.
Horus was before Jesus. Oh, Muhammad was the prophet.
Facts, right?
Krishna was a prophet. Horus, what's the connection though? What's the connection? What's the connection? From Buddhism to Hinduism to Islam to Christianity, they all what? Had a divine power. They all believed or had or embraced the factors of reincarnation and karma. And another main factor is love. Love is the ultimate truth that lies at the heart of creation. We can't knock the creator if the creator is based off love. Mahat teaches love. Hinduism, liberation of the soul, is brought through love.
Exactly. With that, look at the love aspect of it, right? Most of these people that support their religions, they love their religion, right? They love it to the extent to where they hate the next.
Facts.
But is that even how we supposed to practice religion, right?
Facts.
Like, there's no reason why the world don't seem to agree that everybody agree in a higher power. No matter which name you use, as Shaw said, they all walking the same path in their own right. But the next person tell them they not right. That's not right. That's not how it's supposed to go, right?
How it's supposed to go.
Like, how can that be? We are not supposed to judge the next man. When a person living their life faithful to what they believe in, we can't tell them where they going, where they not going, but we choose to.
Facts.
We try to use our religion to wrong theirs, and they use theirs to wrong ours. We cannot seem to get a accord on anything to where it's creating an even bigger divide, and it's trickling down from churches into our communities.
Into our communities.
And that's why our problem is
Well
still
said,
persistent.
bro.
That's why we get into this conversation.
That's right.
And that's where it's really boiling up to, because we understand and we see the world too divided. We searching for unity. We want people to find more unity. But if we don't start acknowledging where the breakdown started, we ain't gonna fix it.
We ain't gonna fix it.
Ain't nothing we can do. Whether you, right now, you consider yourself a Christian, a Native American, an Aboriginalist, or anything.
Anything.
So now these divides have trickled down even farther to
Have
where
trickled down even further.
why
Yep.
can't we agree with anybody else that's been around? Pick it up.
Whether it's in Judaism, Christianity, Islam, the love of God is central to faith. Even though the spiritual goal aspect of each religion are in different terms, they refer to the same truth.
Same truths.
And the commandments that make up love evidently emerge from the same root, whether monotheistic or polytheistic. The moral values, from the fall of grace to being righteousness, even in Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Confucianism, Sikhism, whatever it may be, all contain the same spiritual, moral, and principle factors. So how can I be mad at my brother Cam if, for example, he's a Hebrew and I'm a Christian, or I'm a Muslim and he follows Kemetic faith? It don't matter, because if he love me and I love him, we can get out. Hell, I see somebody hitting him or attacking him. What is my foundation of my religious belief that will help me help him? You get what I'm saying? That is the love factor. Gotta love my neighbor. Gotta love myself. Gotta love God. Gotta love. Love is the highest frequency anyway.
Exactly.
Next to enlightenment.
Man.
So how can you follow in those footsteps? I mean, of your religious, spiritual origin, and you don't even love. You're a hypocrite, to be honest.
To be honest, like to be dead honest, right?
To be dead honest.
To be dead
you
honest.
Hypocritical. Mm-hmm. If you moving like that.
For real, because now if you moving like that, then you forcing your mind state on somebody else, hoping they go with your mind state, or if they don't go with it, then they the enemy, right? That's church, man.
Facts.
That's church up and down.
Facts.
You can't be an Eastern Star and a Baptist, and for some reason why y'all can't get along.
Facts.
The divide is unnecessary amongst our people.
Facts.
And that's just a light topic right there. We're hitting back to the Aborigines. This is what started this whole debate. This is why we're focusing on this, and we are not against it because we believe in it. We consider ourselves native to this planet.
That's
we
right.
We don't have no particular location that we choose as homeland or anything. The planet is our homeland.
The planet is our home.
But it goes for everybody on the planet.
That's right.
It's all our homeland.
That's right.
So there's no reason for our people, and when I say our people, we consider ourselves black people. I'm black. I don't know exactly what he called himself. I'm just black. I don't care. I don't identify as nothing else. I'm proud to be black. I'm cool with that. You can call me a nigga. You can call me all kind of other, whatever you want to call me. It don't matter to me.
Facts.
That is irrelevant to me. The point is, when I see another person, I don't care where they came from.
No.
Battery is low.
None of that.
No.
There's no need for no divide. Like, why are we arguing about I'm from America originally, and this person, I'm not from Africa.
I'm not from Africa.
But when you look at each other, y'all still looking the same. I don't care if you from China, Jerusalem, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Let's point out another big fact about this numbers thing, right? It's overlooked.
Overlooked.
It's 7 billion melanated people on the planet. 7 billion melanated. If they darker than me or light as a Chinese person, it don't matter.
And you know what? You touched on a good point right there. Because out of all these millions of people, Hinduism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, it's all ours.
All ours. Everywhere. Like,
it's ours. Mm-hmm. Period. So, what makes something that's ours divide us? That's crazy. If it's all ours, it's ours. Right. We can't be divided from something that's ours.
Exactly.
We let something that's ours separate us.
And with that being said, think about it. Like, if you so Native American or you so pro-black, and if you all that, that's fine. We ain't against it because we cool with it. We still see a divide within you too. But just take a second and think about, why are we really divided? How can you argue with a person that call themselves a true Native American or a pro-black person and still turn around and tell that person that we ain't the same person? Like, y'all looking at each other in the mirror almost. All from Europe to America. And bear with me because I'm coming to the ultimate point. Sometimes you're going to see me do this. I like to paint pictures and then get to the point.
Truths, bro.
But we need to be able to see the whole scale of things.
Facts.
Feel me? Like, we have created so much. And like he said, we are missing the things we created. Now think about this. The whole planet ran off stuff we created.
Facts.
We can't take pleasure in nothing we done because we so busy worried about if they took it, stole it, rewrote it. It don't matter. We created it.
We created
and the whole planet is thriving from it.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's electricity, telegram became a cell phone. Now everybody using cell phone, electricity, grids. We have helped the whole planet.
Everything.
We cannot enjoy our victories and the things we have done because we so focused on being divided and trying to rewrite some stuff that's already done.
Facts.
We can't rewrite the past.
Facts.
We can't change the past.
How can we cross over the line of liberation if we debating on which foot to cross over the line with? Nah, don't use the left. Nah, we shouldn't use the right. It's liberation. We finna walk across it regardless of what foot we use. And that's the whole point. Like, why are we stagnated on something? And you know, when you look at the emendation part of everything we've been taught, and you have discernment about it, you will understand and overstand that we are all connected, regardless if you are a Christian, if you are a Muslim. At the end of the day, if you operate on the frequency of love, it's the same source.
Same source. The same source to all of it. People might not agree with it, and we see a lot more people don't agree with it. It's Africa, right?
Facts.
The same source. And like you said, now when you take it and look at it, knowing that we all really came from one spot, the migration over time has changed things in people's mind to where people say we. How would you feel if a South American came to you?
Facts.
And he'd be like, we the first people, we from South America. People, Native Americans, Aborigines, Africans, they're like, nah, that can't be, man. How you get there?
Facts.
That's the same thing we do to each other. Like, we gotta stop because at the end of the day, we have migrated from Africa. All these religions started in Africa. If you look at Jerusalem, it's a temple there where all the religions reside in one temple.
Facts.
Explain how they can sit in one house and get along, but we can't get on the house.
We can't
get along on the outside.
do it. Can't do it on the outside.
You leave
That's
that
crazy.
building, we can't get along.
Nope.
And these are facts. Once again, look it up. I can't tell you the name of the building because I ain't know. Let's point this out too. I haven't been to college. I ain't got no degrees. I ain't no scholar. None of that.
None of that.
We just look at the world the way we see it, and we try to decipher the best we can. You know, we give our own opinions. We talk a lot. We have a lot of things to talk about. But with that being said, that's exactly what happened in that building with all them religions right now.
That's right.
We out here arguing about who what and who this, but they in that building.
That's right.
Sharing information with each other in the same place that everybody called it homeland. That's why the building is there. Like,
Facts.
Jerusalem been ran by so many empires over time to where it's been deconstructed, reconstructed, and while that's happening, it's also ship one religion out, ship a new one in.
Facts.
Take one out, bring another one back.
Facts.
It's been going on and on.
Even here in the Americas, they reconstructed what was here and done the same. They regurgitated the same thing. For example, you Christians, y'all get y'all Bible. You know, and I'm not knocking y'all because I've read out the Bible as well. You know, but when you look at it, it's Assyrian literature in there. It's Babylonian literature in there. It's Mesopotamian. It's Egyptian. We got all of these factors within one book. Now, when you look at that one book and you look at religion is to bind us together, right?
Exactly.
So if that is all in that one book, it's binded together, right? So why are we sitting up here mad? Man, when you look at the emendation of the factors, you know, it proved that we are all connected, and not just one way, but in many other ways. And that pretty much is the dead, honest truth.
Let's speak on it, right? Let's hit one real good fact about, I want to hit Christianity real quick, right? Most people understand the King David story, the Solomon story, this and that, right? But what happened after Solomon's death? One of the biggest divides happened. The whole kingdom was divided into Israel and Judah, right? And from that moment on, the Hebrews began writing the Old Testament over the Bible. So how is it that we know these things? It's evident. You can look it up, search it, research it. How could you become divided at a moment like that? To where it's so much deeper. Whether you want to go into what we hit on, the continental drift, to come back to that real quick. All right, let's not go with that one. Because I really want to paint a lot of pictures, a lot of factors. If you don't think we was all on one planet doing one continent doing Pangea is too old, and you feel like that's too far back, humans wasn't there, all right, let's rework it then. The continent is already divided, this and that. The Bering Strait still exists up to about 15,000 years ago, right? Right now it don't exist, it's broken. The Bering Strait is between Alaska and Japan.
Yeah.
It was a whole country because there was so much land there to walk across. It was called a Bering, that was the name of the country. So with that, you get a migration of people coming out of Africa into India, into China, crossing the Himalayas into Russia, into the Japanese island. Even then, it was a walkway. You can walk straight through this area. You get to Japan, you walk straight into North America, Alaska. You come down through Canada. You come down from Canada to America, from America to Mexico, Mexico to South America. It's a migration of people over time. So to say that your people are originally from America, that's fine if you're looking at within 10,000 years. But those people also migrated from Africa, right?
Yeah.
Like, Africa is still the homeland. Like, you can look it up. 15,000 BC, humans began to migrate.
Drop it.
From the Strait of Bears, northern Russia, into North America, down into America, where we at. And with that, those people became so distant from people on the other side of the planet,
Facts.
to where they also did what? They created brand new religions.
Facts.
All over again.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Hopi Indians and stuff like this. The people, they looked at things as though they had gods like the Greek gods. Same shit. Same
thing.
And once again, somehow that's lost.
Mm-hmm.
How did, if you are original this and that, why are you not supporting the Hopi Indians, they religion, where they came from? You know why? Because we are divided. They killed that one, started another one.
Yeah.
And it's keep happening over and over and over again.
That's just that goes back to what you said. Like, for example, when you could cross that barrier and I stay in the land that you left.
Right.
Now, we still had, when you left, we had some of those same spiritualistic, moral, principle beliefs, and you leave. You went from monotheistic like me to, you evolved to polytheistic. From, even if you look at from Mesopotamia, they gods, polytheistic, Assyrian, Babylonian, Greek, Egyptian, polytheistic, Romans, monotheistic. Even in what is it? The Viking, what would we call them? Because even the Norse even had polytheistic gods. You know what I'm saying? It went from monotheistic to polytheistic. It all evolved as people migrated and separated and developed their own civilization. And whatever civilization you stayed in, that belief, those constructs were applied to it. But it all still came from the source before you left.
Right, the same source.
The same source.
It ain't changed.
It ain't
Because
changed.
when you look at all those, so he named a lot of names, so I'm going to give you the names to go with them. Odin, Norse, Zeus, Greek.
Facts.
He already named Buddha. You know, he already been through the prophets, Muhammad, Jesus, been through all that. No matter when they change these religions, they still agreed in one ultimate power.
Yeah.
No matter, it felt like it was one power that helped control the rest of the powers. No matter if it was mono or poly. Either way it go, at the end of the day, we have divided ourselves for no reason.
For no reason.
It's becoming to the point where, how can you just sit here in North America and be like, man, we native, this is where we came from, this is where we at. And we get that because we was here. We understand Columbus didn't find it because people was already here. We just spoke on that 15,000 years before, right? So it's even deeper than what people giving it. Like, we understand that, also understand Columbus didn't come to America first. Don't get it twisted. He went to islands. He went to Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. You know, he made 4 different voyages before he even found the Carolinas, or say he found the Carolinas.
Facts.
You feel me? But every time he went, he seen people that was there. I also got a story, a quick story I'm probably going to end it with. I just want y'all to kind of hear it once I get it pulled up. It's in my notes, so I'm looking through them. Give me a minute here. Give me a second to figure out.
And you know why he doing that? You know, how can you be consider yourself an aboriginal of this land and you not even trying to pick up those same spiritual concepts or beliefs? And even if you pick that up, it'll still root back to Ethiopian people.
Man, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? You can't deny that fact. But you got people that will. They will simply throw that out there because of what I went back earlier and said, the theological. It was the theological validations. I don't like what he's saying. Just like now, when you look at the churches now, you got a Baptist church right up the street from another Baptist church. And just because I don't like how Cam preach, I got to start my own church. Just because I don't like how this sister is talking, I got to establish my own when we based off the same thing, man. Why are we divided as a people? We got to minimize those divides in order for our generations after us to even move as one.
Exactly.
If we can't move as one now, it's going to be harder for our kids, they kids, even if we survive that long. It's going to be harder for them to move as one if we don't instill these factors into them, man.
Exactly. And let's speak on unity real quick. I know people like to do the originality thing. I just want to end it with the fact, I'm going to hit on the Moors real quick. Just one time to paint out a perfect picture of unity, right? No matter what you call yourselves or what. Let's go with just the Moors, though. They believed in a system where they came together. They left Northern Africa and invaded Spain. You wouldn't think that a group of Africans were even willing to try to do something like that, right? Our poem was written back then, more like a little quote, a little story about what happened by a writer from the time. It was wrote by Ivan Sertima. We're talking about 336 BC. I probably didn't say the name right. That's fine. You can look up the story. It goes as if the reins of their horses were as fire, their faces black as pitch, their eyes shone like burning candles, their horses were as swift as leopards, and the riders fiercer than a wolf in a sheepfold at night. The noble Germans, rulers of Spain, to whom Roderick belonged, were broken in an hour, quicker than the tongue could tell. Oh, luckily Spain was quoted. With what I'm saying there is, Spain was a full country. Their own religion, they weren't even sophisticated yet. But because the Moors did what they did, they was able to reconstruct Spain.
Yeah.
They ruled for 800 years in Spain. Not Africa, Spain. They introduced Spaniards to scientific teachings. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about from chemistry, physics, mathematics, geography, philosophy. They flourished in all type of. They taught them how to create institutes, bathrooms. They had public bathrooms in a time where they had over 200 different institutes. Unity within a factor for a greater cause. Even then, they wasn't against the Europeans because they traded the information with them.
Facts.
They turned around, rewrote history like they did the shit.
Facts.
That's not the case, man. We have always been able to create, succeed in the face of any type of oppression throughout any time if we were able to unite for a cause.
Facts. And that is the dead, honest truth. Y'all stay tuned in. Again, this is Shaw.
This is Cam.
And we'll be hitting y'all back with some more. We diving into some other topics. We finna remove these divides. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay prosperous. And y'all like anything to say, y'all got anything to say, you know, y'all can post,
Email us.
Y'all got information for us.
If you know us personally, you can DM us, hit us up, it's cool.
Facts. We gonna get back to you, and we gonna stay with it. Y'all keep it moving. Peace.